Hey team, thanks for watching. Today we're going to go over a few sweeps from Kuzure Kesa Gatame. If you want to refresh what that position is, I'll chuck a link up to the video. Please go back and watch that if you have time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing on our channel for all the notifications and updates. So one of the things we went over in the last one is a little switch from side control to Kuzure Kesa Gatame. So basically, when my partner switches, so if you start from side control, so there's some opportunities to sweep or to look to escape when your partner switches from side control to this modified side control position, right? So let's say I get my elbow inside and my partner goes to switch. A lot of times what people do is they'll leave their head up slightly, just like Dawn's done then. When they go to switch the position to pull this elbow up, they leave their head a little bit exposed. So this is the exact time I want to look for my first sweep. Okay, so what I have to look to do is I look to turn my partner's face. So I do this by pushing at the bottom of the face down by the chin, because if I push up here, your partner's always going to be very strong up by the middle of the head, which is where most people will push, right? But you have to really aim for the chin and turn the chin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a straight frame, right? I create a straight frame with my arm to push my partner away. Once I've created this straight frame, it's going to be impossible for my partner to get their head turned back in. Okay? At the same time as I do this, I start to shrimp. So this is where your two shrimp back to knees comes into play. So your feet near your bum and you start to shrimp. Shrimp, shrimp, keep your frame, and then look to replace. And then you can go back to the same position your partner started off in. She walked to the side, gets her elbow inside, just a frame there. I lift, switch to Kuzure Kesa Gatame, have my head up a little bit. My partner pushes my face, creates that straight frame, does a two shrimps, 1, 2, switches back to the knees, right? And we can do the whole thing over again. So let's do that one more time. I walk away, get my elbow inside. My partner uses the switch for Kuzure Kesa Gatame. As soon as they come here and I see that their head is a little bit lifted, I push off the chin. But I have to make sure that this is straight. There's no way I want my partner coming back down on me, because they're just going to drop their head and then I'm going to be stuck back in the same position, right? So let's switch again. Push, frame, shrimp, shrimp, shrimp. So as many shrimps as you need to. Once you've done your last one, you can bring this foot underneath and then start looking straight away to get control of your partner from the top. Okay, so that's going to be your first sweep from Kuzure Kesa Gatame. Your next one is based off a similar start. I'm going to push, right? But a lot of times your partner will push back into you really heavily. But what this does is when they push, they generally leave a little bit of a gap in here because they start to lift to push. Okay, so when they do that, I'm going to turn even more to my side and I'm going to put my elbow on my chest. So I want to actually, it wants to look like this, up and then place your elbow on your chest and then you're going to swim your arm out the back. So I push, okay, I turn even more to my side and now I swim my arm out the back. As I do this, I'm going to bump my partner up and I'm going to try to pop my head and my body out the back, so I go here. So the next one is going to be set off exactly the same as we've done for the first two. So a lot of these depend on me getting my frame in. As soon as your partner manages to squash you down, put all their weight onto you, drop their face and head in, your first battle is going to be trying to get your frames in place in the first place. It's going to be very hard to shift them once they've squashed you down and their head's nice and buried. That's why I think if you do this on the transition, then your sweeps and your escapes are going to work a lot better than waiting for somebody to settle their position down. But that's across the board with any jiu-jitsu position, right? You never let your partner settle the position down. It's the time to go is when they first try to get the position and they haven't secured it. That's when you've got to try to escape. So the next one is based off of the same principle. My partner's just got this position and I've tried to push, but I've escaped. I want to escape my hip a little bit. So I make my hip come out the side so I can lift my leg up and over. So I want to do this motion. Frame a little bit, doesn't necessarily need to be all the way straight here, just enough to get my leg over. Shrimp my bum out and lift my leg over my partner's head. Same thing, once they're up, adjust your leg position. So I'll do that from so my partner's switched, I start to push, escape your hips. So you need to make room, because otherwise you won't be able to get your leg over your partner's head. So make room with your hips. So shrimp, jump, and then you're going to kick your leg down, right? That's what makes this sweep powerful, is you're actually using your legs now. So shrimp, up, kick your leg down to get back into either Kuzure Kesa Gatame or switch and come back to side control. So keep practicing. Have a look at the end of this clip. We'll put up more videos for the same position, or the one we just did before that is how to secure your partner properly in Kuzure Kesa Gatame to make sure that they don't escape.